So there's not much out there on doing this, so we thought we'd make a video on it. We've got SD8, SD16, another SD8 over here. And what we're going to show you is going to work with the SD8, the SD16, the S16, the S32, the DL32, and the new DL8 that's coming out. This does not work with, sadly, the blue boxes, which I wish it did, because we're trying to figure out some stuff. So on this, we are going to be going in from this wing, full-size wing, into the A port. We're going to go into the B port, from that to the A port of this SD8, from the B port into that, and from the B port from that into the rack. Very important that you've done the firmware update to get version 3.0. There's a video right before this video showing you how to do that firmware update, where it's very important for you to turn off and turn back on when your USB cable is plugged in. So going to this though, we got a couple different microphones. They're all plugged into different channels. And we're gonna show you what this will actually let you do. It will share with one single line all of the inputs from this. It is kind of weird in the routing, so we'll get over here and check it out. So traditional routing of your inputs, nothing weird, it's all on one line. So we've basically got, this will be the first SD8, the second SD8, this will be your SD16. So we have those routed going into the C port, coming from that. And we are going into our channels here. So we'll go ahead and go to it where you can see it. And we've got them just literally 1 through 32 in this predicament. So Tanner's gonna talk into his first mic. So you can see that is going to be our first SD8 channel 8. And we have it routed coming through here. So you can go ahead and do our second SD8 channel 8 coming in here. And then what are we, channel 8 on the SD16? Yeah. Coming through, and then 16 on the SD16. So it's all coming into this console, no issue, which we knew that would be the case. So then when we go to outputs, it's kind of crazy. You can actually see everything that's hooked up in the order it is. So we go to outputs, and we want to use, since we are in C on this console, we're going to go from C to output C. I've chose to not use the first 16 out. That way I can still have those for monitor mixes, front fills, subs, whatever you want it to be. We are starting on 17. So we have got all of these in consecutive order, 1 through 32, are starting at 17 and going through here. So that should allow this to then show up on the rack. So on the rack, the most important thing is go to setup. I'm gonna start this view, will show you things better. Most important thing, go into setup, go into your clock, make it be the cable that you're going into. So we are clocking using cable AES50A on the input, A on the back, because that's what we're going into. Now that you have it clocked, you can do the routing. This will be returning from the wing, and you can even see it here, back through the SD8, through that SD8, through the SD16 to this. So we want to route all of these, like this A17, I'm starting as channel 1, consecutively going down. So our very last channel is going to be this one for here. So if Tanner ends up talking into channel 8 of the first SD8, it will show up here. And now the 8th channel, which I've got it routed double because my finger messed it, but you can see it's there. And then the channel 8 of the SD16 and channel 16 of the SD16. So this has everything routed, and it's all through one single cable source. So the thing that is so nice about this is that's going to leave you an open port on one of them. One thing that we didn't show you that I guess we do need to show you is you do have gain control on this mixer, is the way that it's set up. So on any of these channels, you can see I have gain, and I can actually move it, which is nice. On this other console, however, you only have digital trim. So if I go to a channel and click on it, all we have as an option is trim. Now the cool thing with this trim though, is you have negative to positive 18 dB, and that's a lot. So as long as you don't have a front of house engineer that puts all the faders at unity, then you should be able to control your show pretty well, as long as you and your other engineer get along well with each other. But if this was helpful, please hit like and subscribe. They now have some sort of tip option, so feel free to do that as well. And if you want to buy a wing rack, a wing or a wing compact, or SD8s or SD16s, let us know. Have a great day.